Hello and welcome back to another Carzone review. This is the Peugeot 3008, Peugeot's 5-seat mid-size SUV. The Peugeot 3008 is the brand's best-selling model in Ireland and very popular on the new and used car market. And it's also one of their most successful models to date, a former European Car of the Year and a former Irish Car of the Year. This latest version goes on sale priced from €39,000 for 60, and it's a stylish French alternative to the likes of the Volkswagen Tiguan, the Hyundai Tucson, the Ford Kuga and the Nissan Qashqai. This latest version has some styling updates and there's also a new hybrid. But is that enough to keep the 3008 competitive in that very busy family SUV part of the market? In this video, we're going to take a closer look to find out. The Peugeot 3008 is a stunning car that looks good just about everywhere. It has this classic rugged shape of an SUV enhanced by roof rails, plastic cladding around the wheel arches and the lower sills, and then an integrated skid plate front and rear. Alloy wheels come as standard. This mid-range Allure model gets these 18-inch diamond cut. And you'll know this is a hybrid because it's got these lovely hybrid badges, and there's two filler caps. One for petrol and one for electricity. Peugeot has given the 3008 a little bit of a revamp to keep it modern and fresh. So it has this new frameless front grille, new headlights, new glossy black air intakes, and these fang-like daytime running lights because of course this is the Lion brand. At the rear, Peugeot's trademark tri-claw taillights get new smoked glass, and there's also new sequential indicators for a premium finish. It's inside where I think the Peugeot 3008 really shines. It has this very stylish and unique interior, which has aged very well considering this car launched back in 2017. A lot of that is down to the glamour of Peugeot's iCockpit interior concept. And that's where you've got this small, compact steering wheel, which you look over at this full digital driver display. Whereas in most cars, you look through the steering wheel at the driver display. I really like this arrangement, but if you're interested in this car, it is worth getting into the driver's seat to see if that arrangement works for you. Peugeot has really improved the quality of their car interiors over the last few years, and the 3008 has one of the most upmarket interiors in the segment. There's a lovely mix of materials in here, and this is a mid-range Allure trim. It has this lovely fabric in the door panels and in the dashboard, and also these lovely part leather seats. An 8-inch touchscreen comes as standard with Apple CarPlay and Android Auto and one USB port. But if you go up to the Allure trim and above, you get this lovely 10-inch touchscreen, and that also houses the ventilation controls, and there's these lovely shortcut buttons to access menus quickly through the screen. Other standard features include automatic climate control, keyless start and a reversing camera. But what do you think of Peugeot's iCockpit? Are you a fan? Leave a comment and let us know. Rear doors open reasonably wide for good access to the rear of the car. And once seated, there is good headroom and legroom for two adults to sit comfortably back here. There's also an armrest with two cup holders, but you'll have to go up to the GT trim, the top of the range trim, to get two USB ports back here. There's Isofix anchors on the two outer seats and also the front passenger seat. It might be a little bit tight for three to sit across the rear bench here, but there is a flat floor, which is really useful. Standard petrol and diesel versions of the 5008 have over 500 litres of space, which is very competitive for this class of vehicle. Now, if you go for the hybrid, there's a small bit less space, and that's because the battery is accommodated onto the boot floor. But there's still more boot volume here than in many hatchbacks. And there's also a low flat sill and this waterproof surface in the floor of the boot. The hybrid comes with 2 sets of cables. One set will store neatly onto the boot floor. The other set is in this bag in the boot, but you could always leave that at home, especially if you're charging at home. You won't need to carry that around with you all the time. You can also let down the rear seats, and they split fold and fold flat, which is really useful. And you can let them down from these simple switches in the boot. The most affordable entry into the Peugeot 3008 range is the 1.2 litre petrol with 130 horsepower, and that's available with manual and automatic gearboxes. Peugeot will also sell you a 3008 with a 1.5 litre diesel engine, and that offers great economy if you do a lot of high-speed motorway driving, for example. What I have here is the hybrid, and it uses a 1.6 litre petrol engine, a battery and an electric motor. Now, it is the most expensive of the 3008 range, but it's also the most powerful with 225 horsepower, and motor tax is the lowest of the range at €140 per year. The beauty of this car is that it's a plug-in hybrid, so you can charge the battery and drive it electric for a limited range of up to 60 kilometers according to the manufacturer. But in real world driving, you're looking at more like 40 to 50 kilometers. Now, that's ideal if you do a short commute, or if you do a lot of town and city driving. That's where you can really make the most of that pure electric range in the Peugeot 3008 plug-in hybrid. There's also an all-wheel drive version with 300 horsepower. Elsewhere, the 3008 is a smooth and agile drive. It's not the most fun to drive of these mid-size SUVs, but it does offer impressive levels of comfort and refinement. Especially in this plug-in hybrid, it's a real high-end driving experience in this car. The Peugeot 3008 is one of Ireland's favourite family cars, and it's easy to see why. The 3008 stands out for its cool cabin and feline good looks, as well as generous interior space. The 3008 benefits from this latest round of updates that keep it competitive, and whether you go for petrol, diesel or hybrid, the 3008 is a stylish and efficient family SUV. Please click subscribe to support our channel and stay up to date with all our latest videos.